Good morning, Thursday morning, heading out to Tel Aviv to meet an old friend, Neri Peled, who I worked with, I think, 4 startups ago. We bumped into each other in the streets of Tel Aviv a couple of weeks ago and decided let's have coffee. So we're doing that. After that, heading to Taboola headquarters to meet with Adam Singolda, the CEO of Taboola, one of the most impressive CEOs worldwide. The company recently reached $1 billion in revenue, and they basically dominate the internet. We also share a love for drones and sports cars. So it's going to be a fun, geeky meeting. Very excited about it. Following that, I'm going to meet a startup that I mentored at Google, and this is the kind of follow-up meeting. So it's going to be a back-to-back morning, but a pretty chill afternoon. And then the weekend, so pretty happy. Oh, and I came prepared for my meeting with Adam. Got me some Taboola socks on. Let's go. Tel Aviv, looked for parking lot. Made it to this building that's next door to Mythos. I don't think I've ever been here, but look at the elevators. They're kind of amazing. Going to a company called Keewee or Keewee. Don't have much context, but these elevators are awesome. This company has the craziest porch. Now I'm regretting not bringing my drone here. Look at this freaking view of Tel Aviv. So I'm sitting here with one of my favorite people. You know why you're one of my favorite people?
Why?
First of all, because you're awesome. But equally important, because I credit Interactive, or Fiber now, for starting my career. I always say, people say to me like, I don't understand, you were doing blogging, you were helping startups, but like, how are you making money? And I said, I started with a job and I had my passion, right? So I was doing my job, doing my passion. And at some point, those two things merged. That was Interactive.
That was Interactive.
Because at Interactive, I got hired as head of marketing, and literally he changed my title to senior evangelist. He's like, do your thing, So Interactive, where we work together, definitely is a huge part of my career. And you kind of ran the show there in terms of people, right? Which is a good transition because you have the coolest title ever right now. What's your title here?
VP People.
VP People. That's awesome. It's a great title. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Who are you? What's your name?
Okay, my name is Neri Peled. I'm the VP People at Keewee.
Keewee. That's K-E-W?
W-E-E.
K-E-Y-W-E, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Keewee. Okay, and I always talk about this when I meet companies that I wasn't aware of before, that it is mind-blowing to me how there are companies in this country, and we'll talk about this in a second, that are doing phenomenal things, like bonkers, and I never even heard of them. So we're sitting, first of all, on an awesome porch here in the middle of Tel Aviv. You saw the view a second ago, but so this is a company that raised in the grand scheme of things, in terms of tech, very little money. Very little money, and you're fully profitable.
We're profitable today, yeah.
Which is bonkers. Okay, so, when I asked you right away, like, what do? You told me what you guys do. Then I was like, but there's a million people doing that. Then I went to the website, we drilled down a little bit, but let's start from high level. What does Keewee do? High level.
So Keewee has the platform algorithm to bring the right fit of the target audience for the storytellers. We work today with the biggest publishers in the world. We have New York Times both as our partner and as our customer, and we work actually with everyone.
Are you allowed to say that New York Times invests also? Is that public information?
Yes.
Okay, so so New York Times liked the solution so much that they invested in the company, which is, the biggest type of validation you can get, obviously. So, I can't even imagine what a day is like in the CTO's day at the New York Times. He's probably bombarded with companies that are saying, oh, we're going to help you with this, we're going to help you with this, and they chose this company to run, I don't even want to call it their marketing or their content analysis / distribution / analytics, let's call it. So what you guys do, and tell me if I'm saying this right, because I have to study this company a little more because it's a phenomenon. What you guys do is you take a publisher, right? So let's call it a publisher for simplicity's sake, because you're calling it a storyteller, but stories are told with content. So a publisher, okay? So you take a publisher and you say, all right, the New York Times, you have a lot of content. What type of content is it? You take NLP, natural language processing, you analyze that content, and then you say, okay, here's the content. Now let's analyze the audience, right? What is the best target for that for that content, and how will they react, to this type of a post, that type of a post, maybe this type of a title, right?
Exactly.
And then you distribute that content using your technology, and then after you do that, you analyze what worked best, what worked less good, and you optimize.
Definitely.
Then repeat.
Definitely.
Rinse and repeat.
And repeat, definitely.
That is incredible.
This is the way it works, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Look at that. So it's the New York Times. Give me some other names. New York Times,
BBC, Forbes, National Geographic, Red Bull.
Really? Red Bull? Really? Red Bull uses you guys?
A lot of them, actually.
Wow, that is unbelievable. Okay, so how many people, now let's go into your world a little bit. How many people work in the company? Tell me a little bit about
Okay, we're around 50 people, 47 right now, and we are actually growing really, really fast this year. Around 50% growth, both in Israel and in New York, in our offices there. So we have in Israel, in Tel Aviv, in this amazing place here.
This porch! Crazy! Yeah.
We have 36 employees, both R&D and business and customer success managers.
Right.
In New York, we have both marketing and sales. We have a team of around 10 people there.
In Manhattan?
In Manhattan, yeah.
Okay, so you're growing incredibly fast. If someone's watching, and I actually like a lot what you said. Let me tell you why I like what you said a lot. I don't even know if you realize that you said it, but I actually really like it. Let me tell you why. So, Reddit, the website Reddit, it's like one of the most popular websites. And so in the early days, it was competing with dig.com, and it basically won. And when Dig lost that battle, they came to Kevin Rose, who's the founder of Dig, and they said to Kevin Rose, why did you lose? What was the biggest mistake you made? And you know what he said? Brilliant. He said, I hired my team for skills and not for talent. Meaning I looked for certain developers that could write a certain type of code. I didn't look for talented people. And then when that type of code became obsolete, the people became obsolete. I should have hired for talent. And you said to me, you're looking for people that are talented. They can get stuff done. What they've done before is less relevant. Right? I'm talking about the customer success, not necessarily the code. The code is code. But for customer success, you don't care that someone's done X, Y, and Z. You care that they can get stuff done. They have an analytical mind. They have people skills, which is in and of itself a little bit of a challenge. But there are people like that. And that's a unique, I'd say, outlook of an HR person to say, I don't care what you've done. Don't send me your CV. I want to meet you. I want to analyze you. And that, in addition to what we said before about how unique this company is, I guess that explains why every single week you have assessment days and you have candidates coming here. It's unbelievable.
And in addition to that, yes, skills are important.
Right.
They are important.
Well, of course. You got to know your stuff.
Yeah,
right?
you got to know your stuff.
Right.
But you need to be passionate and you need to be very aware of this phase of a company, of a startup company. We are growing. This is real time. Okay, you're coming.
Rocket ship.
Exactly. This is
Love
real
it.
time, and it's like, and this is like time. Like you need to understand that you're jumping into something, and you don't have now time to. You will be trained. You will, but it's very fast paced.
Deep water. Jump in the deep water. Start swimming.
And we need you to swim with us. This is what we're looking for, people that are passionate about it.
Pretty awesome.
And that want to take this risk and be part of this total, and it's fast-paced, and it's intensive, and it's dynamic, and it doesn't fit every person.
And it's an amazing office.
And it's an amazing office.
I'm just upset I didn't bring my drone, even though flying here is borderline, like, capital punishment, but not really. But, okay, so let me ask you this. You could say no, but I'm going to ask you anyway. If someone's watching and they think they're perfect for this gig, perfect, customer success or developers or whatever, and they love what they hear, and they want to send you their CV, not apply through the website. They want to send you their CV. What's your email? No? Yes?
No, of course, yes.
Yeah? I don't know. You're an important person. I don't know. You just ask important people to give me their email. All right, what's your email?
I talk to everyone all the time.
Cool.
My email is neri@keywee.co.
Okay, so that's NERI at Keywee, KEYWEE.co.
Correct.
Listen, this is an amazing opportunity to join a rocket ship. This thing is exploding. It's unbelievable. I'm like embarrassed to say that I didn't know this company before. It's unbelievable. It's crazy.
There's always time for everything.
But listen, yeah, it's true. But at the end of the day, when I think we bumped into each other a couple of weeks ago, just literally, I hadn't seen you in I don't know how many years. At the end of the day, if you left the company like Interactive and Z, and I knew you had to come to something remarkable. I didn't think it was going to be this remarkable. And holy cow, amazing. Listen, if I can help in any way besides send you 1,000 CVs, which I already did, let me know. But yeah, I mean, it's really amazing, and I'd love to maybe when the CEO's in Israel, if he is interested in meeting some random dude with a big camera,
That would be great.
maybe an intro. But yeah, it's amazing, and congrats on all the success. Keep rocking.
Thank you.
Somehow it doesn't surprise me that
Join
you're kicking butt. But yeah, send her your CV. Thanks, Neri.
Thank you.
We made it to the building in which Taboola sits. It's kind of beautiful here. Okay, so on the one hand, I'm sad. On the other hand, I'm happy. Why am I sad? Because I literally, had I had a gun in my pocket, I would have put it to Adam's head and said, Adam, you're getting on camera. I twisted his arm. I tried to convince him, no go. He just wouldn't. I sat with Adam Singolda, the CEO of Taboola, just now for like an hour. Tried so hard to convince him, the guy would not do it. I'm in good company though, because he rejects all TV networks. Everybody that wants to talk to him, he won't talk to anyone. But I'm super duper happy because you are not as adamant as Adam. Adamant as Adam. See what I did there?
Very, very cool.
Cool. I could, right? You're impressed?
Play on words, very impressed.
Amazing. Okay, so we've been in touch for a long time online. I think we actually connected on Instagram. Is that possible?
Possibly.
I don't know. We've been connected for a long time.
Somewhere, sometime.
Who are you? What do you do here? And yeah, then we'll take it from there. Who are you? What's your name?
Miri. Bondathon. Hi.
Okay. And what do you do here in Taboola?
What do I do here in Taboola? Originally, I started as employer branding.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't called employer branding. Then
you know what I call you?
What?
Swag girl.
I am swag. Okay, so I have a few names in Taboola. I'm Miri Meetup.
Funny.
To some people. Then to other people, I'm Miri Branding because I'm Miri Bondathon, so B is for branding.
Well played, well played.
Some people call me Miri Marketing.
Okay.
And some people call me the Swag Fairy.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
So I'm the Taboola Swag Fairy. If you see swag from Taboola, it's probably me.
Taboola swag. Taboola swag.
That's me.
I have like towels. What have you sent me? You sent me stickers. You sent me towels. You sent me T-shirts. You sent me hats.
I have no idea.
You sent me so much stuff.
I have no idea.
I love it. By the way, you guys have amazing branding. I'm not just saying that now.
Oh, thank you.
No, you really do. The hat, by the way, the Taboola hat.
Isn't it awesome?
Awesome.
I know.
I just wear it. Like that's a little. It's one thing to wear like a company T-shirt. This is an Apple T-shirt. It's one thing to wear a company. It's another thing to wear a company hat. But I love the Taboola.
It's a good hat.
Yeah.
It's a really good.
And by the way, this hoodie. Were you in charge of this?
No.
This is amazing quality. Okay, we're not here to talk about swag. Enough swag. Okay.
We can have another episode on swag.
Okay. By the way, I can't get over how good your English is because as an Israeli, you sound like totally not Israeli.
My parents are from London, and I lived in the U.S. for a few years when I was a kid.
Okay. Where'd you live?
So Boston.
Got it. Okay, we're all over the place today. This is good. This is good.
That's me, off topic.
What do you do here at Taboola?
Well, it started when Taboola was looking to hire 100 engineers, which seems like an easy task, but it's not really. Well, for some people who don't know, it looks like, okay, so 100 people, whatever, in a year. Big deal.
100 people is a lot of engineers.
100 people is a lot of people. 100 engineers in Israel is a lot of people, and 100 of the best engineers in Israel is almost impossible. Right. Well, guess what? We did the impossible. But while they were looking into it, they realized that Taboola's brand in the developer community was not so good. It was more media and ad tech, and no one realized what technologies Taboola has and the scale that things are done here, the big data, deep learning, machine learning, all those big buzzwords that everyone loves to say and talk about. But in Taboola, they don't talk about it, they just do it. But they realized they needed to talk about it because you need to tell your tech story, you need to tell your story. If you don't tell your story, who's going to know about it?
You are good.
No one's going to know about it.
Good.
Okay, I'm glad you're impressed.
I am actually very. You have an acting background or something?
I do. Nice how you put that in there. Yes, I'm an actress. I'm an actress, an amateur actress. I wanted to be in Hollywood when I was a little girl, but then they said a nice religious girl from Petah Tikva can't be in Hollywood.
Okay, all right, wait, listen.
I told you off topic's my name.
I love it.
Anyway, back to topic.
Yes. Okay, let's rewind a little bit.
Rewind a little bit.
I want to talk for 1 second,
okay,
if I may. Sorry to interrupting you, because we could talk for 4 hours, but we can't talk for 4 hours because people have ADD. But I want to talk a little bit about this company because, you know, for those that don't know, I don't know what rock you've been living under if you don't know what Taboola is, but it's the largest content recommendation engine on the entire internet. Today's biggest problem for consumers on the internet is noise. How do you find quality over the noise? Taboola does that. I'm not going to even get into the discussion, content recommendations, forget it, monetization, I don't want to talk about it now. The numbers of this company, we're talking over $1 billion of revenue, right? We're talking massive frickin' scale. We're talking reaching hundreds of millions of people every day.
Yeah, billions a month.
It's scale, like I said.
Half of the internet consumers see Taboola at least once a month.
Say that again? Half of the internet
half of the internet sees Taboola at least once a month.
That's incredible. I asked Adam one question. I was like, do you pinch yourself in the morning? Because this guy he was sitting in his living room however many years ago with his mom. He's like, how come it's so hard to find content? Content should come to me. And he built this rocket ship that is completely dominating the internet. It is unbelievable scale. So in that massive scale, you have quite an important job and role and challenge as, you know, branding and everything that you do. How do you cope?
How do I cope?
It's hard. It's gotta be hard.
Wow.
Loaded question.
It's a loaded question. I just do. I don't think about it too much. I find that the less you think, we tend to overthink things. So the less you think and the more you do, the more you're gonna see for what you've done and results.
Love it.
For sure.
Most important question.
Yeah.
You having a good time?
Amazing. I know I've said this before. Anyone who's seen me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Snapchat, well, used to be. Taboola is the most. No.
I also left it.
I know. You said
Yeah,
several times
enough.
online.
Okay.
Anyway, this is the most amazing company to work for. I've worked for a few companies. The vibes, the people, everyone's just so nice. And I come to work every day and it's like my family. I love it here.
How long?
18 months?
Wow. So
Feels like 10 years.
I'm gonna end this interview with one more thing that I told Adam, and I hate that he couldn't. I told Adam next time you meet in New York or here, I'm not even gonna ask him. I'm just gonna turn the camera on. It was such an awesome meeting, but he would not go on camera. But the one thing I said to him though is that I get very excited about technology, right? As you know, you follow, you see, right? What I get less excited about are people in that, you know, egos bother me and unreliable. Like I've issues with certain types of people or certain characteristics. I get less excited about people than I do about technology. But the type of person that excites me most is the person that gets it done with zero ego. The legend that doesn't even realize he's a legend. And that is why Adam is the best leader, in my opinion. And that's why this company looks the way it looks, and that's why the culture here is the way it is. It's because Adam starts from the top. Yeah.
Absolutely, always. And it's interesting that you talk about ego, because when people, developers, I meet them in events and they say to me, well, how's it working at Taboola? That's the one thing I'll say. I'll say it's a no ego company. I've never seen anything like it, and it's just true. And it's top down.
Adam has, I feel like, you know, as a marketing guy, he's too little ego. Like he needs a little ego, nothing. He wouldn't, like the guy, he literally is saying, who says no to TV coverage? What kind of CEO? He's like, you know what, that's beyond my focus. My focus is building this company. I don't need to be on TV. It's like, it's a real phenomenon.
And you know what? It works for him. And it works for Taboola, apparently.
Unbelievable. All right, listen, I have to say, I think it was a pretty cool interview.
Yes, except we didn't finish talking about branding.
Okay, wait, tell me more.
So, as I was saying before we went off topic.
I was about to say, you know, like, I had to twist your arm, but you see, it's a cool conversation, but let's go back to branding.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to stop talking about what I was talking. Just to end the interview. Okay. Anyway, in a nutshell, Taboola really wanted the developer community to hear the tech story, and they knew they needed someone from marketing with a branding and marketing experience to help them, and cue me. That's when I entered the stage, and that's what I've been doing since, and now I'm going to start helping out with marketing in Israel, which is a big challenge for me, but a great one.
Which means one thing.
What? More swag?
No, that too. It means we have to meet again.
Oh, I know we're going to meet again.
No, we have to like put something on the calendar, because now you're doing marketing. Hello.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that.
Let's do it.
Thank you very much for the interview. This was
Stay tuned for
a lot of
episode
fun.
2.
I actually don't want to leave this place. I love it here. This is like the best vibe ever. But I got to go.
Looking for a job?
I told
As a software developer.
Can I tell you something? You think I'm kidding? I told Adam I would clean the floors here. That's what I told him. Ask him. I said to him, what floors need cleaning? I'll clean it. I said to him, I need to learn from you. I need to learn from Adam. I need to learn about this. This company is just a phenomenon.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to our next meeting, and thank you for all the swag over the years. I really appreciate it. And if I can help with anything in any way, shape, or form, you know where to find me.
Thank you.
It's not you don't know where to find me. You have to choose where to find me, because we're connected everywhere.
Oh, I'll find you.
Thank you. Honestly, I don't think I've ever tried harder to get someone on camera and failed. The guy would not do it, which is quite telling about Adam's personality. Focused, 100% laser focused on building Taboola. Anything out of that focus is just something he doesn't do. What an amazing dude, amazing leader, amazing friend. That was an epic meeting. Now off to Mitos. Made it to Mitos. Found parking. That doesn't happen. Literally 100 steps from Mitos. That is a good sign that the rest of the day is going to be a good day. So far, though, today's vlog is a really good indication of what type of people play significant roles in the Israeli tech ecosystem. High caliber people. But that Taboola, man, wild. Home was a good day and a fantastic week. The week after next, heading to New York, Washington, D.C., and San Francisco in the span of 4 days. That's gonna be nuts. See you next week.